check out Liquid IV. Listen, it's the holiday season, folks, and you and I both know hydration is paramount. Okay, if you want to get through the shopping, if you want to get through visiting the family and friends, the sports and live events, come on. Got to make sure you stay hydrated, and there's no better way that I know of than Liquid IV. Okay, packed with B vitamins and all your other essential vitamins and nutrients there. Tastes great. You just take that hydration stick, you put it in a bottle of water, shake that sucker up, and enjoy. I'm telling you, shop better hydration today. In fact, if you visit liquidiv.com right now, you'll save 20% on your entire order by using the promo code Duke Loves Rasslin. That's right, Duke Loves Rasslin. No spaces, going to get you 20% off. What are you waiting for? Liquidiv.com. Enjoy. And now, let's get on with the show.
You're locked in.
Look at what we have here, folks.
To the only show that matters.
The cream of the crop.
Duke Loves Rasslin.
And there is no one that does it better than
your host.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
The Duke.
And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Welcome back to the Duke Loves Wrestling podcast, the show about pro wrestling and everything else. Brothers and sisters, I have to take time out of my holiday shenanigans because this Florida stuff just won't go. I feel like I'm in The Godfather Part 3. Every time I think I'm out, they pull me right back in. If it happened anywhere else, you wouldn't believe it. But there's something about Florida, something about Mary. No, there's something about Florida that it's just, it can be very messy, right? And look, not to dump on the whole state, especially all you indie wrestlers out there who are busting your butts. I got love for you guys. You know that. In fact, there's some folks who are going to be coming on the next couple episodes to talk about a lot of positive things happening in Florida. So I want to make sure that I make that clear. I'm not trying to diss the whole state, but the loudest voices in the room down there, they just have a penchant for just making a mess that everyone is paying attention to, no one can turn away from. This whole stuff with Gomez and Generation Championship Wrestling is really, I got people in China reaching out to me asking me, hey, is this legit? Like, everybody wants to know what the hell's going on. And it's like, look, I didn't know what this was in the beginning, but the more people reach out, the more I'm paying attention, the more I see, I guess it's a real thing. And that's just, it could only happen in Florida, where you have a guy who lies to everybody and says that he's running a wrestling promotion and that he has a food truck business. They're putting on all these elaborate events in the Guinness Book of World Records. It's just this big deal, but it's also the same guy who's flipping out on everybody online, acting like a lunatic, right? I hope I don't get sued for that. Let me take that back. Acting like a lunatic. I didn't say he is a lunatic, so it is what it is. I'm leaving that in. I'm not editing that out. So it's hard to believe that it's the same person. And some of you out there who I've had private conversations with, just in case you screenshot, oh, look what Duke said about Gomez. I just said it on the show. I like Gomez. I think he's a little off kilter at times, but I like the guy. But the guy acts like a lunatic sometimes. So, and to hear Storm Thomas say that the guy was berating the wrestlers in the back and treating them, certain ways. Certainly, there have been a number of wrestlers, including big names, who worked with this guy who don't even talk to the guy anymore, right? They don't even talk to the guy anymore. This isn't hard for me to understand. The more I hear from folks, including some big names, the more I'm realizing, okay, this is just Florida stuff. You couldn't even write it. It's Florida. It's so unbelievable it has to be true, right? So I don't know, man. I got a bunch of guys who want to come on the show who are part of that company, and they all have a story to tell. And I'm just going to say this. I can't interview everybody. Well, I guess I might have to, right? I might have to, because I did say anybody who wants to say anything about Gomez, they're welcome to come on the show just to provide some balance, because a lot of you accused me of covering for the guy and sticking up for him and giving him cover on this show and all that other nonsense. So it's like, whatever. But here's what I'll say. It's the holiday season. I best to Gomez and his family. I don't wish any ill will on anybody. I think it's terrible, some of the things that people are saying about him and people making fun of his mother and all kinds of stupid stuff. That's not right. And I understand if you feel he's mistreated you, if he has mistreated you, if you feel he hasn't done good business and you're lashing out, then keep it there and keep it between you and him. And if you're going to, express yourself about him, but don't talk about the guy's family. I think that's distasteful and ridiculous, quite frankly. And nobody deserves that. The guy has a wife. He has kids. To the best of my knowledge, this is his livelihood, this whole thing. And the guy just got fired in front of everybody. Who the hell wants to deal with that during the holidays? You know what I mean? So I'm conflicted on that level there, because it's like, Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? If this thing is what it seems to be, that guy just got fired right before Christmas. So there's that. Now, look, I'm not trying to downplay anything that could have been happening between he and the wrestlers, and I don't know the full story. And look, any of you folks, if it's not BS and you really are going to, tell details and you're going to get serious and you're going to go on the record, that's the thing. On this show, on Duke Loves Rasslin, you go on the record, okay? I don't play games with rumors. I don't play patty cake with any of that. You can go somewhere else for that. And that's the reason why people come to this show. That's the reason why people listen to this show. There's a lot of people who don't like me. There's a lot of people who can't stand the fact that I'll even give any attention to this type of stuff. But here's what you know for a fact. The people involved, the people most impacted by all of these different crazy stories, especially going on in Florida, going all the way down to Chase and Rants, we get them on the record. Okay? There's that. So, with that said, best to Gomez and his family. I've reached out to him. I had a conversation with the guy. He cussed me out. I haven't spoken to him since. So there's that. And Gomez, I'm not going to take that personally, because I'm sure you're listening. Anytime somebody mentions your name, I know you're paying attention. I'm not going to take it personally that you lashed out. It was what it was. But I'm also not going to play games. If you were mistreating the wrestlers, bro, this Duke Loves Rasslin is about the wrestlers. Forget about the promotions. Forget about the promoters. Forget about the people running the things. I'm about the wrestlers. So if you weren't doing right by the wrestlers, then, hey, man, it is what it is. That doesn't mean you're a bad guy or I hate you or anything like that. But again, I'm not about the office. I'm about the wrestlers. So with that said, we got a guy who is one of the wrestlers there, and he's a pretty outspoken guy. A little different, certainly. But I reached out, and he shot me a message back, and here we are. So without further ado, August Artois, make sure I say that right. August Artois, welcome to Duke Loves Rasslin. And hey, what the hell is going on down there in Florida, bro?
First and foremost, I will say I am disgusted. There are racist people in this business. There are pedophiles. There are women abusers. There are drug addicts. There are alcoholics. But you son of a bitches would rather come at Jeremy Gomez for putting himself on a flyer. That blows my fucking mind. And that's me shooting straight from the fucking hip. This man is so hated. Oh, and let's be honest what professional wrestling is. We're wearing fucking tights. And I'm not going to say the rest, but everybody knows what the fucking rest is. And to be upset and mad. And these guys that are signed to companies, and these guys that are, working with the new big thing, and they're out there traveling and kissing babies and signing titties, are making 2 to 3 minute videos and 3-paragraph fucking comments about Jeremy Gomez. I mean, I hate to say, I'm 3 years in this business. Ask anybody. I'm nobody compared to anybody. But I dealt with Jeremy Gomez one time and he rubbed me wrong. And you know what I did? I never talked to him again. I stopped fucking answering him. I stopped replying to him. And that's what separates people in this business. There are people in this business that are grown fucking men. And then there are people in this business that are cosplay tight wearing fucking pussies that aren't tough. They're not tough guys. But when they call that spot in the match, you better believe they're fucking tough. But if things were going so fucking good in your life, would you have time for people like Jeremy Gomez? If the shit that you portray online of, I'm busy, I'm a star, I'm here, I'm there, I'm doing tapings, I'm this and that. Why is Jeremy Gomez bothering you? You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers are exposing themselves. And it makes me sick personally. And I'm going to sit back and I'm going to watch these fucking ass clowns make an ass of themselves, including Jeremy Gomez. Because you know what I'm saying? When it comes down to it, he is the boss. He did pay me. So I'm on the flyer. I'm front and center. I'm right there with him. Fuck, I don't give a shit. But when it comes down to it, I'm here for me. Everyone can make an ass of themselves. I'm here for me. I'm real. I'm raw. I'm August Artois. I'm heading to the fucking UK. I'm leaving the country. And I guarantee when I get back, I'm going to have to jump into a pile of stress and fucking drama. But you know what? I don't let it get to me because I'm just one notch above everybody else. And that's just how it is.
It just seems like every quarter there's some kind of drama happening in Florida. And I got to be honest with you, bro. Half the time I'm just completely lost because it's like, how could this possibly be a continual thing? Like all of the drama and this one doesn't like that one, and that one's upset because that one's dating their girlfriend or ex-girlfriend or whatever, boyfriend, whatever. It's just weird. Now we got a guy, he was running a promotion, but he didn't own the promotion. Now he's fired from the promotion, and everybody and their mama wants to weigh in on it and questioning, hey, is this real? Is it not real? What's going on? It's Florida. No one's surprised. It's ridiculous. It's the car crash that people don't want to turn away from. It just, I don't even know how to make sense of any of it.
There's so many fucking wrestlers down in Florida. Like there's the same amount of wrestlers in Florida as there is the whole West Coast. And it makes me sick to my stomach because a lot of them are just fucking taking up space, talking shit. And when they're not doing anything with their career, they drop a rock in a pond to cause some commotion to go, hey, you see what so-and-so said on the internet to that guy that runs a quote-unquote wrestling company? Like, there's so many people down here that they get bored. And they see guys like me. They see guys like me fucking doing all this shit on my own since day one, 3 years in the business. I just won a fucking award in Colorado. I live in Florida, for fuck's sake. So these guys, they see other people, and I'm not the only one in Florida that's succeeding. There's other guys in Florida that are big. They're getting bigger names out of the state and out of the country. And that drives these guys that have been doing it for 10, 15, 20 years. It drives them fucking nuts that they have absolutely nothing to show for 10, 15, 20 years of fucking hard work. No, they got fucking comfortable. These guys, they have absolutely nothing to do but hate on guys, especially guys like me. But most importantly, Jeremy Gomez, because he's not a wrestler. He doesn't get in the ring. He doesn't take bumps. So when people see like, oh my God, this guy's post has like 87 reactions, they get fucking mad. Their blood starts boiling. They need him gone because they want the attention that they so deserve after 10, 15 years of hard work. A lot of these guys that I'm talking about have never left the fucking state of Florida. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if they have, it's because they have a license in another state and the company that they work for used them so they could have that show ran in that city. I'm not going to say anything more about that. Bam! Jesus. Fuck people, dude. I mean, they're all, I mean, think about it. At the end of the day, it's professional wrestling. These guys are fucking phony pussies, including Jeremy Gomez, including Storm Thomas. They all are. Fuck all of them.
Well, and that's the thing I don't understand because I thought those guys, you know, it's like a love-hate relationship in wrestling, but I thought, you know, even in life outside of the ring, I thought that there was some type of fair working relationship. Now we're talking about taking the guy's company away from him and doing all this weird stuff. It's like, bro, what the hell? This is the most Florida story of all the Florida stories.
It is the most, I'll give you that. It is the most Florida fucking thing. But it's at the same time, and if I take a step back and I'm not August Artois, I'm just an innocent bystander. Yes, take the fucking company from this guy that won't shut his fucking mouth, because he's getting all the attention for the wrong reasons. He's got a roster full of guys. Half of them fucking are worthless, and I'll say it to their face. But he's got a roster full of people that are willing to step up, and he won't step out from the limelight enough. So I don't blame him. And that's why I've kept my mouth. I mean, people are like, hey, did you hear about Jeremy Gomez? I'm like, no. And they're like, you want me to send you a screenshot? I'm like, no, I don't. I don't give a shit about Gomez. I don't give a shit about Storm. I don't give a shit about anybody on the roster but me, the guy in the mirror, and my cats. That's all I give a shit about. Everybody else can go to fucking hell.
And your cats. Talk to me about your cats. How many cats you have?
I got 2 cats, man. They're amazing. They're my whole world. And they know the business more than these fucking people that you're talking about. I told you I've been doing this for 3 years, and since I started, I've been dealing with these cocksuckers that have been trying to, hey, did you hear about August Artois? First off, like, if it's really something serious, say, hey, you hear what Tim said? You fucking losers. Like, get off my dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's been going for 3 years, and now this is just another thing. Like, these guys have gotten bored with me because they're like, get rid of August Artois, don't book him. Fuck, he's almost completely booked up in 2024. Like, let's go get somebody who can't lash back. There's a promoter who thinks he's over. Burn him at the stake. And like I said, there's guys that are wanted for murder. There's racists and pedophiles and fucking all that in wrestling. And there's guys that are running fucking, what's that company called? Fucking the goddamn dojo, that Chasing Rants guy that everybody knows is a fucking pervert and a pedophile. And he's still working shows. He's still training people's kids. You guys don't want to go focus on getting that guy out of the business rather than Jeremy Gomez, who thinks he's over. And you just so have these guys so badly have to say, hey, you're not over. And he goes, yeah, I am. They're like, no, you're not. And you're stupid too. And you're an idiot. Like, these are guys that are fucking, it blows my mind. These are guys that are quote unquote making it right now in the business, but they have enough time to write a fucking 8-paragraph message about Jeremy Gomez.
I'm assuming August Artois is talking about Alexander Hammerstone, and I'm staying out of it. I don't, I'm not getting in the middle of that, but clearly you're taking issue with Hammerstone, who did a video about Gomez, just completely burying him. He did a post about him, because there was a screenshot of Gomez saying something about Hammerstone not making good on a booking, and then Hammerstone remembers it totally differently, that Gomez was the one who messed up the booking. But, back and forth, yada, yada, yada. Hammerstone buries Gomez, and literally that got everybody talking as well. And it's just, again, another chapter to this weird saga that is Generation Championship Wrestling.
Isn't that guy signed to like MLW or something? Like, he's a champion, or I don't fucking know. He has enough time to make a fucking half, what is it, 2.5 minute video, 3-minute video about Jeremy Gomez? Jesus, fuck. Like, that's the thing, is they're all saying, like, this guy just wants attention and he wants clout. Yet they're screenshotting and sharing his messages and making videos and commenting. Like, ignore, if it really bothers you, block him, ignore him. But it doesn't. Everyone's getting their little dicks hard. And that's what this business is all about. Nobody can, probably 90% of this business can't fucking fight. So they do shit like this to get their little dick hard. And they're like, oh yeah, you see what I said to him on the internet? You see what I said to him? I'm a badass. And a lot of these guys, especially one of them, for instance, he knows I don't like him. He doesn't like me. His girlfriend fucking likes me. He confronted me about the situation because she wanted to have sex with me. These people just don't like people that are better than them. These people just don't like people that are getting more attention, that they're more attractive, they're getting more bookings. That's what wrestling is. And I've never understood it, because I don't have that little dick energy. I've always been the best at everything I've done, so I've never understood hating another man for having something that you don't have, or being somewhere that you want to be. Like, go fucking get it. Go work hard. Go do it your fucking self and pull your goddamn pants up and update your fucking promo pictures, you losers. Woo! Next question. Let's move on from this, because I'm fucking hot now. I'm about to get on the internet and make a fucking post. I don't want to do that. I'm sticking to my goddamn self. Well, moving forward.
Let everybody know, where can they find you, in 2024 coming up? How can they follow the journey, the whole 9 yards? Plug your stuff, man.
Fuck, dude. I'm booked. Let's see. You can find me at Pride of Wrestling, WWN, FIP. You can find me in the state of Washington at Northwest Pro Wrestling. You can find me in Utah. I'm the champion there at STF Pro Wrestling. You can find me in Colorado at One Revolution Wrestling. You can find me in Georgia at the promotion says they want to announce it themselves. And then there's a bunch of like little things in between. You can go on YouTube, follow me on August Artois to see videos and highlights. Also, you can go to Tommy Vexed music video. It's got 1 or 2 million views. I'm a star. I'm a fucking actor in that video. I play a very good role. You can see it if you watch it. If you don't, go fuck yourself. You can go to Just Wrestling. That's a project that I created that I like to put local guys on and give them a chance to show what they can do within 10 minutes with no storyline. That's Just Wrestling on YouTube and Instagram. Excuse me. You can go to Moist Wrestling League. For all the nerds out there, you guys know his name is Charlie Moist Critical. He's a big YouTuber. They brought me in there, and I'm the genie maker, and I play fucking a genie from millions of years ago that has came back because someone rubbed my lamp, and I wrestle. It's pretty good. Check it out, Moist Wrestling League Genie Maker. You can check out my podcast, Real and Raw with August Artois, where I just don't fucking care about anybody's feelings at all. Upcoming. I'm talking to a guy in Utah right now, a director. He worked on a movie, The Dark Knight. I don't watch fucking Batman, Superman movies, but I guess it's a Batman movie. And that guy is a director, and he will be doing a movie for the Sundance Movie Festival, and I will be in a movie coming up. So stay tuned to see what happens with that.
I hope you guys figure it out. That's all I'll say. This whole drama.
There ain't no you guys. I've already been paid. The fucking date can easily be replaced. There is no you guys. You hope that they figure it out, because let's be honest, and you know this. You're not a dumb guy. You love wrestling. It even says it in your name. You understand that we do have a good roster. We do have something pretty good going on, especially with the festival and the amount of people that'll be there. If everybody can quote unquote work together, which this is professional wrestling, that's really hard, but if everybody can work together, something special could come out of it.
Well, that was August Artois, and I don't know. Are we any closer to even understanding what the hell's going on down there? Other than that, August is one of the first people to defend Gomez to a certain degree, although he buried the guy at the same time. I don't even know. Is he defending him? Is he burying him? What is that? What is that? Is he happy that the guy's gone? Does he want the guy to still be there? It's just that was a lot. That was a lot. All I'll say is this again. I hope the folks down in Florida get it together. Please just figure it out. Because at the end of the day, pro wrestling is a business, and a lot of people depend on that business. Not just fans who depend on it for entertainment, but the wrestlers themselves and all the people working behind the scenes. That's the job. So I don't have any ill will or wish anything negative on Gomez. In fact, I wish he and his family the best. I hope they can find some peace, especially during this time of year. But hey, folks just got to figure it out, man. And if that promotion has to move forward, then it has to move forward. But what a story. Just crazy. Again, there's other people who want to come on the show, so stay tuned. I'll update it as much as I can, especially because you guys keep asking for it. But me personally, I don't know what to make of it other than it's Florida. That's all I'll say about that. It's just ridiculous. It's goofy. Again, confusing, scary, unfortunate, but it's Florida, man. That's what it is. Duke Loves Rasslin on Facebook, on Twitter, DukeLovesRasslin@gmail.com. Let me know what you think. Yeah, you all have been doing it, so I guess keep it coming. Anyways, stay tuned. Thinking Sunday, Christmas Eve, I'm going to drop another episode. And ironically, we have a Florida indie wrestler who's not going to talk about Gomez or GCW, but instead she's going to talk about her career and things going on and all that good stuff there. So stay tuned for that. Till then, be kind to yourselves and be kind to others. Take it away, Tony Schiavone.
This is Tony Schiavone, and we're desperately out of time on Duke Loves Wrestling.